ask you? So we've had some guests on here, some girls, and I want to ask this in the most like respectful way possible. Is there a reason why you didn't mention that like OnlyFans is something you don't do that?
No, And
the only, before you answer, but the only reason I ask is that generally it's not nowadays. I guess it's more commonplace that girls have them, right? And you see a lot of different reasonings why they do it. One of the things, not because you need to do crazy sexual things, but I guess the enticing factor of a lot of girls maybe wanting to start it is that the money's on the table. It's available of like, hey, I'm going to post this content on Instagram. I could post on OnlyFans. Is there a reason why you have not?
I think it really does give you a certain look. There's a stigma behind it. If you have an OnlyFans, I feel like everyone kind of like looks at you as like, oh, she's an OnlyFans, you know what I mean? And I'm also just not a very like, I post my photos in like the lounge underwear and stuff. Those are like brand deals that I do it, and they pay me to do it. So like my mom has an OnlyFans, and she'll be like, you're posting this and you could be making money from it. Like, why aren't you?
So your mom's pushing you to do OnlyFans?
Yeah, my mom. But she kind of just was like, you could be making so much money from this. But I'm like, but I am making money because a brand is paying me to do it. And I don't know. It's not my thing. I've never been into that. I don't want to deal with these horny men in my OnlyFans DMs. It would just literally be the photos that I already post on Instagram.
So if let's say a brand, let's say the lounge underwear company pays you whatever amount of money to post on your Instagram in lounge underwear. That's all they make is underwear, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So you're fine with doing that, but like just the stigma of the OnlyFans for you personally, if you were to post that same content on there, still getting money, but because of the platform, the things that are associated, the mindset associated with it, we'd be like,
yeah, I don't know. I want to be known as, a YouTuber. I don't want to be like, she's an OnlyFans model or anything. And then there's nothing, I don't think it's shameful. Like, I don't want anyone to think I'm like, my mom has one, my best friend has one, and they have made some really good money. And I know
I bet
damn well that I would make some really good money, but it's just not all about the money for me. I'm proud of what I've created on YouTube, and I really enjoy posting the relaxing content that I post, and I make like, the relaxing TikToks, that like the aesthetic TikToks and things like that. And that's what I enjoy. I don't know. I just don't care for the OnlyFans.
I guess it's interesting. And this is the last thing I'll say about this is, it's interesting your mindset about like, people don't want to talk about sex toys, but like, it's okay. People don't talk about sex. You're talking about their whole podcast was about sexual content, but you don't want to post on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm not pushing you. I don't like, it's just interesting because a lot of times and I don't want to say it's like an easy thing for girls to do. I don't think it's easy. I think there's a lot of work that goes into what people do, regardless of what they do on there. But I guess the upside to the money is like it's right there. Like
I think when it comes to OnlyFans also, you can only post lingerie photos for so long before people are just going to be like, show more. Yeah. Like, we want to see more. Show your boobs, show your butthole. And I'm never going to do that. Show your butthole. I'm never going to do that. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable for one. Like, I'm not like a very like open person. I feel like when it comes to my body, like I'll post these photos on Instagram, but in my opinion, they're tasteful and like more aesthetic, and I try to make them classy. Like, I don't show my nipples or anything like that. So, I would never like be able to progress to that point, and eventually it would just like get old. So I'm like, I'm not just going to start it for like 2 months to post what I post on Instagram for people to hate me for posting what I post on Instagram and ask for more. And like, I just know how it would go. And I just don't care for it.
I wouldn't feel comfortable showing my butthole on camera either. Yeah. So I completely understand what you're saying, but it's interesting to hear I've had some people on that, do it for whatever reason. And it's interesting to hear the kind of the opposite side of it.
I mean, I think it's amazing because, for example, my mom, I grew up with not a lot of money. There was like a time where we were literally poor when I was kids, and my mom was shopping in the dollar store to buy us food. And she's always struggled with money because being an artist, it's not really that easy to make a lot of money when you're an artist.
The starving artist kind of like.
Literally, that's what she'll say. And when we kind of got bigger on social media and she decided to make an OnlyFans, because my mom, she's kind of like an out there person. She doesn't care. She's painted her own body and everything like that. And she's very open, and she decided to make one, and I am so happy that she did, because now she's comfortable and she can buy whatever she needs, and she can pay her bills. And you know, she has 8 cats, so she buys everything for her 8 cats. She's a crazy cat lady. Yeah, she's a crazy cat lady. And it just, I'm so like grateful for it in that aspect. But I think I want to have my social medias and keep working towards what I'm doing and make my money and make it big that way, instead of like, I don't know. I just don't, with what comes with making an OnlyFans, I don't want like the responsibility of it. I don't want to post photos, like sexual photos for these men to look at.
Yeah.
That's not who I am. I'm not like, I feel like I've never been like comfortable necessarily with that. Like I have a lot of female followers on my Instagram. So like, I don't feel so bad posting, you know, like I'm not posting it for a male audience. I'm posting it for like all my female followers that might want to buy lingerie or whatever the case. So that's just like how I look at it. I guess it's kind of like a weird thing, but like there really is, like I said, a stigma.
Look at me.
Sorry. You need like a blocker there. I just see the camera and I'm like, it's like a person. I look at it like an eye.
Hello. Well, that's cool. That's really interesting. It's cool hearing the kind of the other side of the spectrum of like people's thoughts on it, people for it, people not like you're not against it, clearly.
No. I mean, there's people, you know, Corinna Kopp, she's in David Dobrik's Vlogs, Blonde. She made an OnlyFans and she's a streamer, so she already has like a big male audience.
She's the one that's making like
that.
millions of dollars a month.
Millions. She posted like a thing of the past, like, I don't know, 7 months or something.
Sometimes it makes you're like, I want to do it.
Every month it was like multiple millions. Like she has probably made, I don't even know. She probably made $100 million or something on OnlyFans. It's insane. Or no, it was how much was she making? Yeah, I think it was like millions.
Definitely.
Insane. Like she is.
I will go on the record that I will show my butthole for $3 million a month.
But that's the thing. She is showing her butthole and her boobs, and like that's what I'm saying. Like she's making this money, but she's not just posting. Like people think like, oh, you can just go on and post in your bra and underwear and like something you would post on your Instagram story. You really can't.
You can for like a period of time.
Yes. And then you kind of have to expand, or else you're just going to lose your subscriptions.
Yeah, like the crazy money goes up and then it starts going down and you're like, no, guys, come back. And
they
then
want more and more and more and it's not enough. And then you're just like, oh my gosh, it's like
you're competing. What is going on, guys? I am Maxx Chewning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full, magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.